According to previous theories, gravity is simply the inherent property of mass. She can thus pull anything and do endless work without needing the slightest energy, but this can generate infinite energy. That's an absurdity in physics. We have seen, nature has created a sovereignty system solely with gravity as a permanent magnet. With such a system, everything in the universe, from very large to very small, can run forever without additional energy. Then we really want to know what gravity, an inexhaustible force that nature gives us free of charge, actually is and how it is created. As an example, let's take a binary star system consisting of two stars A and B, which are equal to our Sun. As I said, a sovereignty system can be formed from two equal bodies without any restrictions. In order to get a better overview, we assume that the gravitations of the two stars are equal to each other as the primal acceleration for our solar system. As a result, each star is accelerated by the other in the same way that the Sun is accelerated by the primal acceleration. Then the distance between the two should be calculated as follows. Now the two stars orbit each other at a distance r on two orthogonal planes as shown in the figure. This system can run forever without additional power. We have already explained each step in this process in the video The Sovereignty System, Real Physics, number 26. Now let's put it all together again to see how much energy was created and how it is consumed. Through mutual driving, their circulation speed is accelerated to maximum. Because they continue to be propelled by each other even though their speed can no longer increase, the total kinetic energy of each body generated after maximum speed is as follows. The first part of this is the kinetic energy from V0, which remains unchanged. The second part is the energy that could have been generated by propulsion against inertial resistance and which we have called inertial kinetic energy. The third part is the energy that is inevitably converted into rotational force. This will rotate both stars. Rotational inertia also limits the rotational speed to a maximum. Also, this rotation speed is limited by rotational inertia to a maximum. And the total rotational energy after the maximum rotational speed is as follows. Part 1 of this is the kinetic energy of rotation, which remains unchanged. Part 2 is the energy that could have been generated by rotational force against rotational inertial resistance, which we call rotational inertial energy. The third part is converted to heat. The above 6 parts include all the energy that a star has gotten from it. All of this energy is generated by the gravitational force of the other star. The second and second energies are strange. They were simply swallowed up by the mass and disappeared. They did not participate in the process and did not contribute anything to it. This is an enormous amount of energy of approximate This is about 1 trillion times what each star spent on heat. And she's apparently swallowed up by inertia and just disappears. On the other hand, we see that this binary star system functions simply by the forces of gravity, without requiring any additional energy. In addition to all the heat, this 1 trillion times the solar heat energy is produced per second. What conclusions can we draw from these two unusual events? On the one hand, the system provides so much energy, and you don't know where it went. On the other hand, just as much energy is generated by gravity, and no additional energy is needed. If a body can generate so much energy, it usually has to be given the same amount of energy. Thus, there is no doubt that the energy indispensable for the work of gravitation must come precisely from these apparently vanished inertial energies. This means that gravity was created by inertial energy. This inertial energy is only created when the body is accelerated. This creates the gravitation with which it in turn drives the other body. So this process can always go far. So gravitation needs energy, constantly and permanently. And that energy comes from inertia. Only then does gravitation have a physical sense. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.